Shmornin' T-Birds. Welcome to another episode of Thundervision. I'm Dylan.
And I'm Nate.
In this episode, we'll review a local business.
Dylan will talk with the students about our vending machine.
Emma will talk with Mr. Unger about his automotive class.
Jake will visit the Smith Haven Mall.
And Nate will review the Captain America movie.
First, over to Severa for her story about redefined meals.
What's up, Connectquad? Recently, we noticed that Mr. Grandin has been eating redefined meals and asked him about them. He said he uses them exclusively for his meal prepping. So, we contacted Redefine to learn more about their story, concepts, and their meals. Emily Marmalejos, Redefine's marketing coordinator, took the time to answer some questions we had. She told us that Redefine was started in 2016 by its founders Matthew Riss and Mark Ciaburri. Their goal was to create a meal prep company that provides fresh, balanced meals made with high-quality ingredients while still maintaining affordable prices. Their first location was Lake Grove, since they have expanded with stores all over Long Island and New York City. They plan on expanding further into the Northeast. Redefine maintains an expansive menu with regular staples and seasonal items. Riss conceptualizes the menu and works closely with their head chef to ensure every recipe meets their high standards for flavor and nutrition. Redefine sources their ingredients from a variety of trusted suppliers. Their beef is grass-fed and sourced from Australia. They work with local farms to source their produce, and they cook with extra virgin olive oil to maintain clean, nutrient-dense meals. After perusing their menu, we noticed that it looked like there was something for a variety of different tastes. After talking with Mrs. Marmalejos, the next step was to try the food. Redefine was kind enough to send over some free meals, and Severa purchased a few as well. We tried the chicken fried rice, the burger bowl, the penne al vodka with grilled chicken, the buffalo chicken bowl, the Greek grilled chicken with Mediterranean rice, the hibachi chicken bowl, the low-carb chicken quesadillas, the low-carb Greek chicken bowl, the chipotle steak bowl, buffalo chicken wrap, and the grilled steak roll-up. The items tend to be around the same price as a meal at a fast food restaurant. However, they have so many less calories, are healthier, and have a surprising amount of protein. So in other words, you can get a much healthier lunch than you would get at a fast food restaurant for about the same price. Certain items we enjoyed more than others were the burger bowl and the low-carb Greek chicken bowl, but this was a matter of preference more than quality of the food. Our least favorite was the chicken fried rice, as we thought it was a bit bland. We didn't feel like some items were salted enough, but we understand that more salt would have been unhealthy. Certain limitations are not enough salt, limited vegetarian options, and items cannot be customized. They do have dairy-free and gluten-free options, however. Overall, we thoroughly enjoyed the food and would recommend it to anyone who is seeking a healthier and cheaper alternative to fast food. Back to you guys in the studio.
If you don't bring lunch to school or have a lunch period scheduled, you're at the mercy of our vending machines for your daily sustenance. Let's take a closer look. What's up, Connectquad? Are you hungry during the school day? Well, if so, there are a couple things you can do. 1, you can get something from our cafeteria, or 2, you can get something from one of our school vending machines. Vending machines carry a wide variety of snacks ranging from chips to Cinnabons. However, there are restrictions. Here at Connectquad, we have multiple vending machines that you can't access until 1 p.m. and some that you need cafeteria access to be able to use. But let's see what some of the students think regarding this topic.
Alright, what's your name and what grade are you in?
Dante. I'm a freshman.
My name is Gavin, and I am a freshman.
Sincere, I'm a junior.
Alright, how often would you say you use the vending machines here at Connectquad?
Like 3 or 4 times a month. Every day.
Breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Alright, is there anything you wish would be in the vending machines, and what's your favorite thing to get?
Yo, I love, I want some Skittles up in there. You know what I mean? Got some candy.
Yeah, I got you.
Love those Welch's.
Definitely like those cookies, like the mini cookie bag things.
Those are good. Those are good. Is there anything you wished was in the vending machines?
No, it's perfect the way it is.
It's perfect. Like they couldn't do anything better?
No.
All right. And one more question. How do you feel about the vending machines not being available until 1 p.m.?
What?
You didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, so you can't use them until 1 p.m.
That's a crime.
It's a crime?
That's a crime.
Criminal?
Villainy.
Whoever made it, I will find you, and give you a good high five and a hug.
I could care less. I only get them like after like practice and stuff.
Overall, how do you feel about the vending machines here at Connecticut?
It's amazing. Just change the 1 p.m. thing. It's freaking amazing though. Nothing could be better. Nothing could be worse.
All right, dude. Thank you for your time. It seems that even though the 1 o'clock rule is not loved by the students, they still have a positive connotation with the vending machines here at Connecticut. But the question is, will you be getting any snacks soon?
Speaking of food, be sure to check out our YouTube channel for a Thunder Bite by Braden on school lunch.
Did you know that you can work on cars at school? Let's go over to Emma's story about automotive. Let's kick it over to Emma for the story.
Hello, who am I here with?
Mr. Unger.
It's very nice to meet you, Mr. Unger. When did you start teaching here, and how long have you been teaching automotive?
I've been teaching here at Connecticut High School since last year. This is my second year teaching, and I've been teaching automotive since last year, but I've been doing it as a hobby for, I would say, 5 years now.
Can you tell me a little bit about what students learn in this class?
Absolutely. I teach the kids the basic care of a car. So, A, how to buy a car, things to look for, things not to look for, and then once you buy the car, how to register it through the DMV and all that stuff. And then just how to take overall maintenance, oil change, brake change, all that kind of stuff.
Now I'm which guy took this class. What do you like to teach the most in automotive?
I would say my favorite topic is brake changes because, for an example, I tell my kids this every time, is that a normal brake change could cost you around $180. A oil change could cost you up to $100. And you can save probably $50 just from doing it themselves. So I love to teach them how to do it. So then, A, they can save money for their own car, and then they can also make money doing it for other people and stuff like that.
Thank you. Can you tell me a little bit more about the automotive service thing you guys do for the faculty?
Yes, the advanced automotive class, yes. So once you take automotive 1, you can get into my advanced class. That is basically just the next level of automotive. And I go over a few basic newer stuff, higher advanced stuff, and then after that I open up the whole course to other teachers that if they need a brake change, oil change, anything like that, we can do it with the students, showing them how a normal mechanic shop would work.
How long does it take a student to complete any of the services?
It kind of varies depending what the job is. An oil change could take maybe 15 to 20 minutes. A brake change, if you're doing fronts and rears, it could probably take you up to an hour. So it varies a decent amount, but if you're doing it for a customer, that could also increase the pricing of whatever you're doing.
Thank you. That's all.
Have a good one.
Thanks, Emma.
The Smith Haven Mall has been around since 1965, meaning some of our great-grandparents shop there. The big news is that it will be undergoing an extensive renovation. Over to Jake with the story.
The Smith Haven Mall has been a staple in Long Island culture for many years, but are going through some renovations soon. We interviewed some shop employees and managers about their opinion on the mall and its future plans.
All right, who am I here with?
Alex.
All right, Alex, what do you think about the mall?
It's kind of sad just because like things are changing right now, and I think they're moving it in a direction that this demographic out here doesn't necessarily look for.
Are you upset that your store is going?
Yeah, part of the renovation of the mall is kind of forcing us to move out of the mall, so it is a little sad, but we're happy to be, moving to a storefront on our own to be able to do a little bit more with what we have there.
Would you like to say where your next store is going to be?
Yeah, so we're going to be on 1266 Waverly Ave. That's in Farmingville. Crossroad is Waverly and Horseblock. We hope to see everybody over there.
All right, anything else would you like to add about the mall? Anything you're going to miss about it, really?
We're going to miss the holiday time for sure, but I think we'll, in the end, everything that's happening, I think we'll enjoy the move for sure.
All right, nice talking to you. Have a good day.
Thank you, guys.
Hello, who am I here with?
I am Patrick Adams. My friends call me Pat, though.
And you work at FYE?
Yes, I am an assistant manager.
What do you think about the mall currently going through a makeover soon?
I think it's a desperate attempt to acquire money that they've been losing for at least 10 years now.
Why do you think so? Is it just because there's less people, or do you think there's a more deep-rooted reason?
I just think the Smith Haven Mall is it's not very good, you know, and they upcharge pretty much everything, where you can just get it much cheaper on Amazon or any other website or any brick and mortar store that isn't in the mall. So,
is FYE planning to move out or do some changes afterwards?
right now I know we're open for another year, but FYE as a company is floundering. Their president just left, and they're scrambling to find a new one. So it's just inevitable that this place will go out of business.
Thank you for your time.
Would you tell me who I'm here with and what store we're in right now?
We're in Zoomies, and I'm Darius, the assistant store manager.
And Darius, how has business been at Zoomies lately?
Business is booming, as usual. Pretty good, high traffic, getting a lot of good sales in.
How would you say the mall has been in terms of business over the past couple of months, years, general timescape?
Well, you know, the holidays, it's always busy. But thankfully, January and February, we haven't had crazy returns, which is the one part that hurts the business. But thankfully, we've been able to convert returns into exchanges and keep the product up.
And how do you personally feel about the mall, the work environment, the changes that have been made to the mall in general? How do you feel about all that?
Honestly, I kind of keep my head down when I come to work. Head down straight here, and when I'm done, straight out. I did hear that they're making a Zara right across the way. Excited for that, but yeah, can't really give too much of an opinion, unfortunately.
All right, word. Really appreciate your time, man. Thank you.
No problem.
The remodel will include an all-new green space, new retailers, restaurants, and upgraded amenities throughout the mall. The work is set to begin this summer and finish by 2026.
Interesting stuff.
It really is, Nate. Hey, you saw the new Captain America movie, right?
I did. And I sat down with my buddy Tommy to discuss it. Hi, I'm Nate from Thundervision, and I am going to review Captain America Brave New World. This movie came out on February 14th. These are my thoughts about the movie. I thought the characters had really good points during the movie. I liked how Harrison Ford played Thunderbolt Ross in his role. At his age, oh man, it's crazy. And how they CGI'd the Red Hulk. I mean, it was good, but it could have been better. I would rate the movie 10 out of 10. I don't know what other people would rate it, but I'm gonna try to interview someone and see what they think of the movie. Hey guys, I'm here with Tommy. Tommy, what did you think about Captain America Brave New World?
So I definitely thought it was a really great film, and honestly there was a lot of like CGI, VFX, and all of this like cool designs with the characters. There was a lot of very interesting subplots and all the wonderful film overall, I gotta say. A lot of people might not agree with me on this because like some of the character designs might have looked bad to all the other people, but honestly I think it was a really great film.
Definitely. I would agree with that a lot.
It was a really good one, yeah.
What's your opinion on the movie?
So I definitely thought that like there were some interesting storylines that made me think about this awesome opinion on the movie. I would definitely think that Captain America, Sam Wilson's Captain America film, and you know him fighting Red Hulk, who is the President of the United States at the end of the film, that was an awesome. I'm trying not to spoil, but it's very hard. Ultimately, I would definitely I would recommend that you guys watch it because it's a really good film, in my opinion. The post-credit scene is definitely very interesting, and also this movie sets up like the future of the MCU and a lot of interesting stories to come, especially with the adamantium and all these other countries fighting over this adamantium. It's very interesting to see.
And bring new materials in there. What do you think about the characters?
So I thought like the characters are very interesting. There was Sam Wilson. Loved how with the vibranium there was the wings on his suit. Also his sidekick Joaquin Torres, aka the Falcon. He didn't really have like a big part in the film, but I feel like the film wasted him. Although I do think that he was a very good character in the film. Associate Isaiah Bradley. He has been framed for an assassination attempt on the president. So he's in jail for like most of the film, but luckily everything's all good for him at the end of the film. And also Thaddeus Ross, he becomes Red Hulk, and his associate Ruth Botsaroff. It's very interesting.
That's awesome.
And also the villains, like the leader and the Serpent Society, which is called Serpent in the film. It's definitely, the characters are really cool, and if you guys watch the film, I think you guys would like the characters. So yeah.
What would you rate the movie out of 10 and why?
I would rate it a 9.5 out of 10 because effects and the plots, the characters, it all kind of makes sense. It's like a paranoia political thriller. It's very interesting to see. There's some obviously, but combining that with some comedy in the film, it's very exciting, and yeah.
That's awesome. Till now, this is Nate from Thundervision.
Thanks, Nate. That's pretty cool. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Thundervision. Be sure to subscribe on YouTube and stay tuned for our next episode in a few weeks. Until then, I'm Dylan.
And I'm Nate.
And we are Thundervision.